Alright, we've arrived at Wollomombi Falls. It's warming up quite fast now that the sun's come out and that the fog is dissipating. So I was in this national park yesterday in the Gara Gorge section. I didn't know existed. Alright, here we go. Wollomombi Falls National Park. Wow, so these are the tallest waterfall in New South Wales, climbing 260 meters. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the one I did yesterday. Waterfall walk, Gara Gorge. I'm actually going to go for the Chandler walk, going for a broader outlook of the falls. I think that's what I'm going to be after. So, all right, we'll go this way and see what we can find. You can already see how steep that is. It's steep, it goes down. I mean, the region I'm in, the Northern Tablelands, or New England Tablelands, as it's also called, 1,000 meters in elevation roughly, and yeah. This is, we've driven towards the east here, so now it's going to very rapidly dip in elevation as you go further east down towards the coast. This is where the tablelands meets the coastal plains. And I mentioned, yeah, New England. The region I'm in now, northeast New South Wales, I'm in the Northern Tablelands. It's also called New England region, which for some people overseas that will be a bit confusing because of course you also have New England region in northeast United States. So yeah, Australia also has a region called New England, and that's this part of New South Wales, the Northern Tablelands. New England Tablelands. Wow! Look at this! Look how far down that goes. Here we have it, Wollomombi Falls, everyone. 260 meters descent. All the way down to the bottom. I can understand why this is the main tourist attraction around here when it comes to national parks hiking. I did not hear anything about Gara Gorge. I mean, I think based on what I saw yesterday, I'd say Gara Gorge is very much underrated, but I can totally get why this is more well known. Absolutely perfect temperature now as I'm walking down this cliffside. I'm really enjoying this reprieve from the oppressive heat and humidity. I mean, it's not for everyone. I have heard people complain that this region gets too cold. I think I would really enjoy it. Yeah, so we're getting further and further away from the falls over there, Wollomombi Falls, and yeah, we're gonna reach a very nice viewing platform. I'm really out of my element. I'm really enjoying this. It's been a long time since I felt this thrill of adventure and just enjoyment of life that I'm feeling right now. I 100% needed this. I really did. So my message for this one is just take time. We all need to take time for ourselves, time to recharge, unplug, just to get away from it all. I know I definitely needed it. Just being busy with, you know, the move and all that, and also just racking my brains, thinking about, you know, future moves regarding career, uni, studies, all of that. And I just needed these few days just to get away from it all. And I already feel myself, like I feel that passion coming back. I feel myself coming alive again. And then when I get back, I'll be able to handle it. Whereas if you just keep pushing yourself and pushing yourself, then until you get to the point of breakdown, it's just never going to end well. So this is just a message from this video. Just take time for yourself to do what you enjoy, do what you love, do those things that you've always wanted to do, like coming down here. That's been on my bucket list since a very long time now, and now I'm finally here. I'm finally doing it. First ever solo road trip, first ever time car camping. It's been a blast. I think this is it. This is the end, I think. Wow, we have reached the end. It's not what I was expecting. The path ends here. There's no sign or marker. Ooh, something happened here. I think there might have been a storm or a landslide or something. There's a marker here. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Well, this is the marker. This area looks a little bit destroyed. Yeah, definitely there has been a collapse of the cliffside here. I think you can see the path goes on up there. Let's see if we can get up. Alright, well, yeah, it does continue. Wow, so there's been some sort of devastation up here. Continue on a little bit, and I think after that I'm gonna have to turn around. Yes, the path continues. There was no sign or anything, so I don't know how recent this is. Oh, this is far. This is a long way down. Just look how steep that is. Someone left a sign here. It says down to river, no lookout. So it seems this area leads all the way down to the river. But yeah, there's no lookout apparently. I mean, I've gotten a decent look, but that lookout that they were promising, it doesn't seem that it exists anymore. All right, well, I'll continue on as far as I can go and then see what happens. See how far down this goes. Yeah, the path is getting thinner and thinner. It's getting harder to see where I'm going. Yeah, I basically can't see the Wollomombi Falls at all anymore. All right. Nope, that is a map that's being completely teared up. It does not look like anyone has been here for quite some time. So yeah, there's no lookout. If you're at this hike, there's no lookout. This path will just keep on meandering all the way down, and if you follow it, you probably could get all the way down to the river. And if I would be tempted to do it, but then again, I want to actually go and see a few other places today. I think I will go back and do the other hike, and then of course gotta do the drive home. So I'll leave it at this. Still pretty spectacular views, but yeah, if you're coming on this hike, just be aware that unless they fix something, unless they fix it or there's some change, there's no lookout if you take this route. Anyway, let's get back. Ooh, you don't realize how steep it is until you have to go up. It's warming up now as well. Forecast said top of 29 today, so it's getting up there. Certainly is. I'm really starting to sweat in these jeans. I'm gonna get changed when I get back to the car. All right, I just had a pit stop at the car, filled up my water, got changed into some nice comfortable shorts, feeling a lot better now. And I decided, indeed, I am going to go and do the Wollomombi Falls walk. which, yeah, I should have done that at the start, but I don't regret doing the Chandler's lookout. So the time is only 8:30 Queensland time at the moment. I'm going by Queensland time. I'm not bothering with New South Wales time anymore because it's just, I'm going back to Queensland today. It's what I'm used to, and it's where I live, so that's what I'm going to do. Although I will say, if you ask my opinion on the daylight savings debate, because for those of you who are wondering why the difference, it's the southern states, New South Wales, Victoria, as well as Tasmania, ACT, they all use daylight savings. Queensland does not. So Queensland in summer is 1 hour behind New South Wales and the rest. And I actually think that daylight savings time makes a lot of sense. Now there will be people who say, oh, well, whatever. But last night, for instance, it only got dark after 8 p.m. And having, I mean, granted, we're a bit further south, so we have a little bit longer daylight hours, but still getting dark only after 8 p.m. I really quite like that. Then around 5:30 or so, that's when it started to get light, and yeah, it's a good time. Whereas in Queensland in summer, before 5 a.m, like more like 4:30. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that debate. But here we are. I've woken up now, and I'm doing this because I have the time. Why not? Ah. The dog fence. Unless, hang on. Ah, it is opening. Aha. For a second I thought this was locked, but it's not. The dog fence, or the dingo fence. Very interesting. So this stretches from 1,000 kilometers from the Queensland border through the New England tablelands down to Hunter Valley further south of here. Interesting. For a second I thought that it was indeed closed. Now things are getting more interesting. This here is the river that leads down all the way to the top of the waterfall, and looks like we're going to be crossing it and hopefully getting to a good vantage point. If that's the case, then it was very much worth it to do this second hike. The temperature really does drop a lot overnight, and then it heats up again as soon as the sun comes up. So yeah, quite a big day-night temperature difference. Look at this gorge here. Wollomombi River. Just imagine when this floods, the water can get easily above this bridge and way high all the way up here. Absolutely massive. Wollomombi Falls, look out. Alright, that's going to be enough for this one, I think. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I'm going to just admire this beautiful nature that we have in front of us. I will say, this is beautiful, but I think I prefer Gara Gorge because just you get to go right down into the gorge, and I don't know, the atmosphere, to me the atmosphere felt much more just calmer, more peaceful, it's more secluded. So I personally prefer the Gara Gorge hike. I think that's definitely a bit of a hidden gem here, but if you come to Armidale or the Northern Tablelands, you 100% have to see this. This is just spectacular. So I'm going to end it off here. I think that's enough. I've done all the hikes, both hikes now that are available here, which I would recommend trying as well. I mean, hopefully they do repair the Chandler lookout. But that's going to be it for this one. Apart from that, I'm going to walk back now, jump in the car and slowly begin the long drive back home. I'll stop at a few places along the way, show you if you find anything interesting. Apart from that, make sure to like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, stay tuned for future content. There's 100% going to be more of these videos to come. So I'll see you guys all in the next one.